Drop me off in the world like doo-doo. Black and charmless voodoo. I hit the world like pepper on potatoes and sour cream, some onions and tomatoes. Can I take you cats on a soft ride or a gentle parade, a lifeless charade? What does it say about me if I can't remember being happy? The nigga that stole my mom's virginity was my pappy. Allowed me to start my damn life as a bastard. Told him about it today, he said it was absurd. Growing up with 1,000 people in the house, for real, but I ain't complaining. Thinking about them days when I was outside kickballing. One with the ground, hit the ground, never falling. Playing in the creek cause we couldn't run the streets. Catching salamanders and crabs with wet feet. Yeah, ain't had no money but we ate every day. But when you poor you find all kind of ways to pay. Yeah, I know I had fun but I don't remember when. I don't remember when I stopped smiling or where it began. Fatherless, all the men were missing in action. Responding like a woman was my reaction. Today I suffer still from this. If you piss me off now, I shut down. Back in the day, I'm trying to remember being happy. Yeah, back in the day. Back in the day. Trying to remember being happy. Growing up looking black as hell. Bullet naps on my scalp, I can't comb. Looking in the mirror thinking, where do I belong? I can't be light and I can't be white. God gave me a physique that was tight. Then every cat I got close to wanted to fight. Hovering over me like the Hulk because of my height. And when I blast back with them hands, I'm Napoleon. People around ya telling ya you're a criminal. All of that ish is because of me father. He passed to me a delinquent disposition. Dark skin, dark feature, dark mission. Black folks run from that dark skin, son. Black folks, white folks, they all make fun. 10 years later, I learned I was the son. It didn't help during the times that I was shunned. But you ain't know it was a color complex in the black community. Yeah. Luckily, I've been delivered today. In some ways. In some ways. Yeah. Trying to get y'all to feel me. You dig? I dig. Woo! Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get with it, get with it. And then years went by. I grew up a little bit. It's kind of like this. It's always a constant theme. High school came, cousin. Sports was a thing of the past. Something wouldn't just let me be another big, strong black buck. I wasn't smelling myself, wasn't feeling myself because my high school was so small. But this was before Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo sang Nothing Even Matters at All. Taught myself how to play guitar, playing with Jimi Hendrix like a rock star. And I knew Jimmy dug cool cats. We would have been boys when I was 14. For some reason I was in the marching band. That shit is crazy, understand? And sometimes I'm like, why did I do that? I mean, for real, why did I do that? Then I got this idea to be a cheerleader. I was thinking of how great it would be to be the first male cheerleader in my town. But I wasn't thinking how it would seem 20 years from now. But how was I supposed to know? I look back, I'm like, man, that's wild. But it happened. You could say I was a late bloomer. You could say I wasn't a hip-hop tuner. All the ish on the radio was dead. I listened to Jim Morrison and the Doors instead. The music didn't hit me for fun. It hit me like heat from the sun. There was nowhere for me to run. Riding in a Spanish caravan waiting for the sun. In a depressed form. Another rider on the storm. A gypsy boy or wild child chopping down the mountain like a voodoo child. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to take you there, you understand? Prom day came and I didn't have a date. I didn't care, didn't dig it, didn't hate. I took my guitar cause that was my thing. I got my own swing and it's mine and that's the thing. Blase, 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 name bell rang. I had my own swing. It was mine and that's the thing. I had my own swing. It was mine, and that's the thing. I got my own swing and it's mine and that's the thing. And life keeps going. It don't stop. The same shit every time, every year. I'm on my way to college now though. Saying? Let me drop it on ya. I hit the college campus like a fish out of water. You couldn't tell me cause I was smarter. Surrounded by around 90,000 people. It was all out of sight, my future was so bright. Black knowledge in my face like an irritated genie. Stop eating sausage bites and all weenies. Buried my head in all roots and reggae. Became a naughty natty dread. Life was getting better, I remember smiling. I didn't do drugs, alcohol, I wasn't wildin'. Up until this point, I was always 8 miling. But I ain't Eminem, I don't wanna dim your vision. I felt whole, there was no division. Wasn't cold, there was no fission. There was some ladies in town that was around that saw my awkwardness as, a unique trait. You dig? And it was aight. Let me clap my hands though. Yeah. Y'all gotta clap with me. Come on. Yeah. I celebrate that time period cause it was good. I remember that time, you know, cause I should. Higher learning, no herb burning, nigga, please. I couldn't stand the smell of trees. But if you saw me outside, you think I did. You think I have THC under my lid. Fuck the police, that's what I would've said before they put my head in that damn cop car. Yeah, it wasn't always good. I can't stand cops. You hear me? Man, I ain't even going there. I was accused of shooting someone in the face, but they were dead wrong, I wasn't even in the place. I wasn't even the correct height for the description. I told the pig it wasn't me, he had a conniption. And then I was thinking, this has happened too many times to me in my life. People stopping me and asking me where am I going or what am I doing. Like I'm always up to something. When sometimes I'm just trying to get to my car or getting off work. You heard? But what am I supposed to do when I choose to get upset because I'm frustrated. Because everywhere I go, cats is following me. When I go to the mall, the clerks follow me around. Riding on the highway, the cop see my black face. He wants to stop me and ask me, where am I going? What town? I just made that up. Sometimes we get sick of that shit. Yeah, we got another one for y'all. Yeah, and then it got kind of complicated again, and I shut down. I was in this African-American play when at the audition I saw a new face. I was like, this the finest girl I've ever seen. She was dark chocolate, gorgeous, seen? I knew that she was older than me, but I wasn't gonna let it stop the kid. I came on to her like a stalker. You gotta forgive me, that's what I did. I gave her some lyrical poetry. I wanted her to know the man I was inside. All kind of dummy dudes hovering around her. I was so awkward, I thought I would profound her. She was digging a 6-foot Puerto Rican, put herself out there like a human home and beacon. I was like, that pretty nigga don't see you the way that I do. You did? Eventually I got her to stop by. She didn't even ask why. I think she wanted some attention, the physical kind, a subtle mention. I tried to tighten her up. Between the loose screws I fell in love. But she didn't want me like that. And I knew, and I still kept doing it. Doing those scripted things, especially when you shouldn't. It's no good. No good. You hoping out for change. That didn't work. It bit me like a mug. Eventually the girl got pregnant. A one-sided love affair and a pregnancy. I was so moist, so simple, so immature. I thought that I could make her love me, for sure. Now, we were gonna have a baby. How could she ever reject me? I never had a daddy, I was acting so sissy. Too emotional, manipulative and sissy. I wanted to make her love me. Cause you better believe she wasn't with it. She found mad ways to let the psycho know. Like saying maybe the baby ain't really yours though. That turned my love off like a light switch. Cinderella was sad, became a dark witch. My heart was through, I gave love to that blues. So I stopped talking, then I started walking away. Wait. Then I moved to Wisconsin. Took my 2 pearls and my Johnson. There was a little in between, but I'd rather take you north, away from Carolina. A blue, awful vagina with lesions and vaginitis. I ran away like Johnny Unitas. Found myself in a cabin in a small Viroqua. I took myself away from my pain and my shame. Was tired of the rat race game. Couldn't live for fortune and fame, that what my thing. I had to get away from that baby mama blues. Exhausted all memories and clues. Then I came back with a new mindset. Everything had happened, I couldn't forget. Was the same old thing and the same old song, but this time I felt like I belonged. Yeah. Yeah. Are the blame. They can't connect, and space can't be owned. Knowing the roots of man, sensing God in man. Elements protect my Valentine, man. And I worm through the season, surface in the wet dirt. An insect, planet all intersect. Eyes on the prize, never in the face of the heads we pass by. Always in the sky on a mobile phone, no one is even on. The extension is empty, connections to your soul are busy. It's never off the hizzy directions. Look at me and speak when you see me. Lovely and wanted, loose in the wilderness. Untamed creature, born fatherless. Hardy, pure and laced like caffeinated coffee beans. Spirited to the sheep, cagey to the wolves. I'm a midway between animal and man. Symmetry, dualism. We allow leeches to drain us dry. Our choices live shameless, we don't know why. Prince or princess of paradise, gambling with your street dice. I know what you do, still my chances are on you. Pack your raincoat, it will pour soon. The sky will open up with pellets of hail. The wind will grow large monsters with a heavy blow. Then what will you do when the storm finds you and everything works against you?